This is the Visa gas detector unit. We are going to perform a calibration. First thing, turn the unit on by pushing the green button. You'll see the Visa symbol appear. As soon as it disappears, you'll do a yellow, green button sequence. At the top of the screen, you'll see an M appear with an intermittent numerical symbol. As soon as that disappears, you will then punch in the calibration code. On the chart, 333 will be the calibration code. It goes through the 4 diamonds appear for the gases that will be monitored, and the check marks will appear, and at that point you put in your code by hitting the calibrate on the green button. Yellow button will change the numbers, green accepts, hold the green button. Now you'll see the screen with all of your gases. At this point in time, we're ready to start the calibration. Connect your hose from your gas cylinder to the unit. You will then go to your gas cylinder, turn the knob all the way on. Lights and sounds will occur during the calibration. The first gas that is being calibrated will be the LEL. It's being calibrated based upon the numbers that are on the gas cylinder that you're using. This particular gas cylinder is LEL is 25%. When it reaches 25%, you will then accept it by hitting the green button. Press and hold the green button. It automatically goes to the next gas it will calibrate, which is the H2S. Based on this cylinder, H2S will be set at 25 parts per million. The next gas will be CO. Based on the cylinder, we'll set it at 100 parts per million. And every cylinder, every gas cylinder will give you an accuracy reading. So when we are calibrating this particular unit to this particular cylinder, we have a accuracy rating of 5%. On the CO, we have not reached the 100 parts per million. So what we will do is show you another step when this occurs in the field with Annie, or in the office, wherever you're calibrating this. We will show you how to bump this to the 100 parts per million. Push the yellow button. You have now finished calibration of the unit. The unit is set up to be calibrated once a month, and when it's due for calibration, there will be a visual display on the screen. Throughout this testing, a couple of different places, you'll see where it says the next calibration due. Okay. All right. Next calibration due, June 10th, 2011. And that completes calibrating the unit. Now we're going to show you how to use the unit when entering a confined space. The following is the permit. It's a 2-page pre-entry checklist permit required. First thing you want to do is turn the unit on. Again, you'll see the Visa symbol on the screen. You'll want to hook your hose to the unit. Now, for confined space, we are using this trash can to simulate a manhole, as though we were going to install a flow meter. First thing you want to do is on your permit, you'll want to fill out the date, the job location, and a description of your confined space. And in this situation, we would say manhole. If it had a manhole number, name, etc. You then fill out the pre-entry checklist items with yes or no. If you answer no to any of these questions, you cannot enter the confined space. Then you follow up by filling out the safety procedures and protective equipment, a telephone number of the local fire and emergency. You cannot use 911. Page 2, you fill out the entry supervisor, and in this case it's the person who is filling out the form. The entrant would be the person who would enter the confined space, and the work performed by would be the person who is the entrant and the company's name. Alright, the first thing we want to do is we want to take some atmospheric readings. So whatever you're reading right now on the unit, while the tube is out of the confined space, you would write those numbers down. Here we have LEL at 0, which is less than 10%. You would write down the time in your initials. You would also then look at CO, which is 0, H2S, which is 0, and your oxygen is 20.9%, which is within your range. You can take those same readings and fill out the top box. Now we want to take the hose and fill out the middle and the bottom of the confined space. Again, you would look at the unit and see what the readings are after it's sat for approximately 15 seconds so that it can adjust. Again, you would fill out the time and all of your gases. Then you would take the hose and take it to the bottom, lower it to the bottom of your confined space. Take the time and fill out the gases once again. Once you are complete, at the bottom of this permit, the entry supervisor would sign time and date. Again, the entry permit is canceled by the entry supervisor. You want to check off here one of the reasons why the permit was canceled. And in this case, it would be task was completed. At this point, you would remove your hose from the confined space, disconnect it from the unit, turn the unit off by holding the yellow and green button for a few seconds. It goes through a countdown. And you are complete.